Welcome to JSA TV, where we're covering the latest news, trends, and innovations from thought leaders like this guy to my right from within the digital infrastructure industry. I'm Dean Perrine, and we are coming at you live. That's right, Dustin. We are live at PTC 2026 in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. And this guy to my right is Mr. Dustin Wertheimer. Dustin is as a partner at ASG. Dustin, welcome to JSA TV.
Dean, thank you for having me here.
Of course. How's the show going for you?
Oh, it's amazing. The weather here is great, and looking forward to getting back to Pennsylvania and some snow this weekend.
I know, right? In Chicago.
Yeah.
My wife this morning, she sent me a text. She's like, "Well, when are you getting in?" I'm like, "I should land at O'Hare in Chicago at 6 a.m. tomorrow." And she's like, "Okay, well, I think you're gonna miss the freezing rain." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh boy, this could be an interesting flight home." But anyway, safe travels to you getting back to Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. For our viewers that don't already know, talk to us about ASG.
So ASG is a boutique consulting firm. We do a lot of advising for land development companies along with operators, and we've just started working with power companies. So we help them develop their data center campuses. We help market those to some of the operators, and now we're actually taking the power companies and the power that they generate, we're helping market to the data center companies.
Okay, a brilliant segue into my very next question. Like drivers of change, you guys probably have your fingers on that pulse as consultants. Talk to our viewers a little bit about what those drivers are currently.
Okay, well, the power markets themselves have changed dramatically in the last 3 years.
They're not the same.
No,
right? Exactly.
And the prices have gone up significantly, and there's a lot of challenges right now. What's really driven that is kind of three factors in my mind. First of all, demand has changed. So demand had been growing slowly, but AI architecture has now accelerated that. So demand is going crazy. Yep. Supply has also changed. So power prices, capacity, and energy prices have been low for the last decade. And what that's caused is a lot of the generation to retire. Even nuclear plants, carbon-free nuclear plants like the Oyster Creek plant, like Palisades, they've shut down.
Interesting.
And then the market hasn't really received a signal to build new generation. So when prices are low, nobody's going to invest the money into those new plants. So there really hasn't been a new supply of generation. And on top of that, the last factor is the transmission process has become more complicated. As this demand has increased, people are trying to connect their data centers. Well, the utilities have changed their process to try to address all this new demand. And that process is taking longer, and there's uncertainty whether they will actually be able to deliver. Yeah. So there's all those things that are impacting power. Power used to be a given. Like when you were developing a data center campus, it was going to be there. Now it's the gating factor.
You know, as a former consultant, man, you're speaking my language. I mean, these are the kinds of things that are absolutely essential for 90% of the ecosystem in this room to understand and to really use to help make the most informed decisions. With that in mind, there are challenges, obviously, and each player within the industry is experiencing its own unique set of challenges. Talk to us about what those challenges are as you see them.
Well, the data center developer historically has always focused on the things that they do best, right? It's acquiring land, it's designing the campus, and it's going through the permitting process. But now they have to address the power issues first. So they have to identify, before it was a given that the interconnection process, you would be able to walk through that. Yeah. The utility was going to guarantee you when your power was going to be there. It's not a guarantee anymore. And now a lot of the developers are turning to supply, on-site supply, as a last-minute resort instead of building it into their strategy. So those are the challenges that are really focused, that are impacting a lot of the developers today.
So my next question, I can probably, based on the answers to the first questions, I could probably answer this myself. I won't try, but like what... Let's talk about your differentiators. Okay. But let me just start by saying, if information and guidance, like an experienced guidance is a differentiator, you guys are bringing that in spades.
Yeah, and that is how we really differentiate ourselves. We have decades. We have a couple folks on the team. It's a small team. ASG is 9 folks, but 2 or 3 of us have spent decades in the power industry.
I can tell.
So we're bringing that experience from an operator perspective, from a regulator's perspective, from an engineering perspective. We're bringing those to our customers. So that's how we're differentiating ourselves. We actually focus on kind of what can actually be done. We focus on the economics around it. It's not just can you get power, it's can you get power in an economic way so that you can actually operate your data center. So that's how we're trying to differentiate ourselves from our competitors.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Dustin, thanks so much for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dean. I really enjoyed this. Thank you.
Yeah, no, me too. Thanks, Dustin. Yeah. And thank you, viewers, for watching JSA TV. We'll see you very soon.